This one's a doozy. And I have pictures at the end, and my girlfriend said they're very graphic, but they're not that bad. It's just road rash. It's just road rash. This is the testimony of Kade Williams Krebaumm. God has been a part of my life since the first breath I took. I am adopted, and my parents felt God calling them to adopt a baby boy on my birthday, August 29th, 1998. My birth mom was a meth addict, and my dad was a serious alcoholic, or so I was told. So as you can see, God has been a part of my life since the beginning. With that being said, we shall skip forward like the 16 years when I was thinking everything should go my way. At this point in my life, I was extremely simple-minded, and because I can't see God, He isn't there. No, that is not the case now at all. My parents have never hid the fact that I am adopted, and they also told me that since my mom and dad were alcoholics and addictive behaviors, I would have them. Like any other teenager, I thought I knew more than my parents, of course. And I started drinking and smoking. And so with that, I found myself smoking on the way to from school and drinking on the weekends. In other words, smoking like a chimney and drinking like a fish. By 17, I was a mess. Y'all are probably wondering or thinking, you weren't of age. How did you get the alcohol? And we'll answer your question by soaring through the popularity scale and by asking my friends, brothers, and sisters who were of age. I remember you always had to tip the buyer generously. Being the mess I was, I failed out of college by drinking too much and smoking way too much. So I moved back home. Then I had another fantastic idea. I'll move in with my friends. That was not good at all. And then I find myself budgeting for drugs and alcohol. It finally got to the point that I was going to and from work twisted. And for those who don't know what twisted means, you're high and drunk. So one night, I realized just how pathetic my life was. And I should just go ahead and kill myself. I loaded my shotgun with a slug. No mess ups, I remember thinking to myself. But for whatever reason, I didn't pull the trigger. I didn't know why I didn't, because I really wanted to. I unloaded the slug and went to bed. With my parents' help, I moved out. I got 2 jobs. Things started to look up for me. But I was still hanging out with the same crowd. At this point, my wonderful, faithful mother told me I would need a God, and boy, was she right. Moms are always right. I told her no and denied God. I couldn't set my mind to believing in something I couldn't see. I was beyond simple-minded. It was there. If I was there right now, I would slap myself silly. But I don't think I would even believe it. Like, I would be like, even then, I don't think I would believe. Now we can talk about my accident. I fell off the back of an old friend's bike. I say old because I do not talk to that crowd any longer. I suffered a TBI, a traumatic brain injury. I was in a coma for 12 days. I was in the I was in a life or death situation for a while. After I woke up, the doctor said I would never be the same. I guess they were kind of right. So after the countless hours of speech, OT, physical therapy, and just about everything else, I finally saw that my way was 1,000% not working, as you can tell. I decided to give this God thing a real shot. Truly believe in what do you know? It is. I can't tell you the countless number of prayers that have been answered and granted, but to be short, it's more than a lot. I'll give you one that really hit home for me. I prayed for determination because I was fed up with the amount of hours I'm going to speech, OT, physical therapy. And I kid you not, guys, he filled me with so much determination. If you said, Kade, run through that wall, I would run through that wall, gosh darn, and I would leave my little body print, like the Looney Tunes, and then, what's his name, Taser, or Taz, and then, oh, gosh darn, yeah. But, yeah, and so that is it. I hope, do we have the pictures up? Yeah. Did you see the first one? Yeah. With me and the DUI? Can we go back to that one? Look at those eyes, man. I had no hope, no joy whatsoever. You can't say this isn't God. I've been called a miracle. I've been called an inspiration, so many other things, but I think this testimony proves that God is real. He is certainly real. God is good. All the time? Oh, I tricked you up. Thank you.